How often should you post content to your blog? And let's assume it's an Amazon affiliate site. The myth is if you publish content often on like a regular basis, say weekly, that Google will like your site better. I think it's a myth. I don't agree with that. Probably at some point that was true, and it was probably, way before I started online. This was probably like before 2010 or so. I'm just guessing. There was some point where it was probably useful to publish on a regular basis. In this video, I'll tell you why I disagree, why publishing on a regular schedule could be a good idea, why publishing on a regular schedule may not be a good idea, and this is most helpful, I'll tell you which one you should probably do, and I'll give you a couple scenarios so it's a little bit easier for you to decide. I'm Doug Cunnington, founder of Niche Site Project. I talk about Amazon affiliate sites and project management. Take a look at the channel. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And don't forget the question of the day. Do you think it matters if you publish on a schedule? Be sure to check out the comments from everyone else. A lot of the great ideas are from the community. So number one, I'll tell you why I disagree with this idea of publishing on a regular schedule is not good advice. I kind of already alluded to it. There was a period of time, a long time ago, when Google was first getting started, or at least developing their algorithm for rankings, that publishing on a regular schedule was a good thing. In fact, we can see on YouTube that algorithm does favor publishing on a regular schedule. And that is because, one of the key metrics is getting people to watch on YouTube. If you can get people to watch on YouTube by publishing a video often, that's a good thing. YouTube likes that and it works well. That doesn't mean it works on Google, right? They're very different systems, even though Google owns Google, of course, and Google owns Facebook. Times have changed. Publishing on a regular basis doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna rank better. Publishing on a regular schedule could be a good idea if you expect to grow like an audience, right? If you expect people to go to your website and then read some stuff and then come back and be a returning visitor over and over again, publishing on a regular schedule could be a good idea. Someone could develop, the habit or the routine of, always going to your website on Tuesday mornings whenever you publish your content, and then, reading it, leaving a comment, and just being part of the audience, right? So if you're building an audience, if you have a brand, publishing on a regular schedule is probably a good thing. Number three, here's when publishing on a regular schedule is probably not a good idea. So let's say you do have an Amazon affiliate site. That is primarily where I work. Most of the work that I do is with Amazon affiliate sites. So the thing is, if you expect a visitor to, get to your site via Google, like organic search, like they're looking for best ballpoint pen, for example, and they land on your site, they read a review, and then they buy something on Amazon, and they're probably never going to come back to your site again. It doesn't really make sense to publish on a regular basis, right? Who cares? It doesn't really matter if they're only going to visit your site one time. So in that case, it doesn't really matter. Now, the thing that is sort of implied here is, should I publish content like all at once? Will it be bad if I publish 10 articles at once or 20 articles all in one day versus, rolling it out over 10 weeks or something like that? And I'm going to tell you what I've done typically is just publish as much as I can as quickly as possible. So that means some days I would publish, 20, 25 posts and just hit publish all within the span of like half an hour, and everything goes live, everything gets indexed, and everything was fine. It didn't really matter to publish a whole lot all at one time. So my advice is publish as quickly as you can for an Amazon affiliate type site. So how do you know which one to do? I kind of told you as I was answering, but I'm gonna just lay it out really clear way here. So if you have a site where you expect people to return often, you want to build an audience, you want to have a brand, like Niche Site Project, for example, it's probably a good idea to publish on a regular basis. If you have a site where you expect visitors to just visit one time and probably never come back to your site, it doesn't really matter. You could publish as quickly as you want, you could publish as often as you want, or you could publish a whole bunch of content all at one time and then not publish anything for, a year. By the way, if you're interested in more content type ideas, I'm gonna put a link to a playlist about content and then a specific video on scaling content. So if you want to publish, 25 posts in one day, or even, scale up in a bigger way, I'll share exactly how I did it and the huge ROI that I got. So I'll put a link for a couple of those things. Here's the question of the day. Do you publish on a regular schedule, and do you think it matters from a Google rankings perspective? Be sure to leave a comment below. I'm very interested to hear other opinions here. So appreciate it. Again, I'm Doug Cunnington, and thanks for watching.